Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And today, we have got a first that we're going to talk about. There's been a national advisory issued by the National Association for Gun Rights for a specific state over their egregious infringement and jumping to the top of the anti-2A list. This is going to be something that you're going to get a kick out of. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think on this one in those comments. Now, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing out freedom twice daily, and we would love to have you join us along for the ride. And this content today is brought to you by USCCA. Now, the USCCA is more than just about the right to keep and bear arms. It's your recess for the before, during, and after a self-defense incident. But if you're not one of those 500,000 members of USCCA, why not? They have world-class training, the resources are all available, and they have your back in the case of the worst-case scenario, of which we train for every single day. Give them a try. There's a link in the description box below, and thank you so much to USCCA for making this content possible. All right, my brothers and sisters, as always, I've got to show you the goodness. This is a first for me. Check this out. Gun rights group issues travel advisory from Massachusetts after lawmaker proposes more firearms restrictions. The nonprofit says bill would ostensibly ban more guns than any other current law in the United States. So, Massachusetts is clearly up to it again, enough for the National Association for Gun Rights to declare a travel advisory, which is kind of comical, but also not that off. Check this out. This is, like I said, this is our first. A gun rights advocacy group issued a travel advisory for Massachusetts after a Democrat lawmaker filed a bill that would put more restrictions on firearms. The National Association for Gun Rights issued the travel advisory on Tuesday, today, and said the law would be among the most restrictive in the United States. Well, I'm going to show you the bills, and then I'm going to show you a few of the things that caused the travel advisory, okay? Quote, the National Association for Gun Rights has issued a travel advisory for gun owners to and within Massachusetts in response to the state legislator's 140-page bill. House Docket 4420. House Docket 4420 is a comprehensive gun control bill that would ostensibly ban more guns than any current law in the United States, the organization said in a press release. And I got a kick out of this when I got this press release in my email. I'll just read you a few of the things they're saying here. It would require receivers and barrels of a gun to be registered and have serial numbers. Oh. Further expand Massachusetts red flag law and include school administrators, medical professionals, and employers to be on the list of individuals who can request an emergency protective order against gun owners who might present a risk of harming themselves or others. Isn't it amazing? So something we talked about on this channel all the time, red flag laws start at law enforcement, then all of a sudden it's everybody and their brother. It's almost like it's a slippery slope that's intended to add more and more people every single year. Yeah. Close loopholes that open the door for people to modify a legal gun into an illegal automatic weapon. For 18 to 21-year-olds, the bill would remove shotguns or semi-automatic rifles from the new long gun permit. Here's the last snippets. Prohibit guns in polling places, government buildings, schools, and private property without permissions from an owner. Penalties for failing to report lost or stolen guns would be increased. Allow people to surrender illegal guns anonymously without facing prosecution under an updated firearms surrender program. Gee, I wonder where all the crime guns are going to go. Thanks, Massachusetts. People seeking to obtain a license to own a gun would be required to complete a live firearm training and complete a written exam. For a right. What was that thing that we used to do about exams and rights? Oh, voting. How unconstitutional do you want to get? It was wrong then, it's wrong now. Anyway, let's continue. State police, instead of local police, would be tasked with the oversight of gun dealers. State police versus local. Almost like a centralized seat of power with a registration and power to legislate gun owners and gun shops. Anyone else really kind of heeding this travel advisory? But anyway, let me show you what one of the quotes was from the actual advisory. Quote, a ban on almost all guns, registration of every gun and magazine in the state, old and new, and a de facto ban on firearms carry are in the bill. Massachusetts just secured the top position as the most hostile state in the union to gun owners, Brown wrote. That's Dudley Brown. Your gun rights and your freedom are at a serious risk in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. If you live there, you might want to pack your bags, and if you are thinking of traveling there, you need to reconsider. Now, of course, that's your choice if you follow or heed this travel advisory. I kind of got a kick out of it because there's, a little bit of travel advisory going the other way now. Remember how Florida got the NAACP's travel advisory? That was kind of interesting. But I think it's funny how travel advisories are going everywhere now as part of the political culture, depending on which way you're shaking. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is a travel advisory the right move? Is it something that's just meant to get a little bit of attention? Or is it just comic relief and kind of brings highlight and pain to the bill that should be highlighted and painful? Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.